Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome to Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. Back here with some more AEW Dynamite review on last night, which was August the 18th of 2021. So doing my video the day after. So the opening of the show, you guys, we had Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. They were getting ready to come out, and I guess I don't know what they were gonna say because they were stopped by 2.0 and Daniel Garcia with the beatdown. After then, that's when Sting and Darby Allin, they end up coming out because they were going to have a Texas Tornado match, which was going to be Darby Allin and Sting versus 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. And it was a Texas Tornado tag, but Daniel Garcia was in there trying to fight too. But I guess they waved out Daniel Garcia by having him getting wiped out or whatever. But then again, Darby Allin ends up getting thrown up to the wall, you guys, and all of that. But then again, we see right here, you guys, where Sting, he was getting beat down in a corner, so on and so forth. And with that, you guys, we end up seeing Daniel Garcia ends up coming back. Darby Allin walk down the little step thing or whatever. And so after then, you guys, we end up seeing right here where Sting ends up coming down, trying to help Darby Allin, and then Darby Allin jumps on 2.0, and then Sting is looking to take Daniel Garcia, but we end up having help from Eddie Kingston as they were attacked when him and Moxley were trying to come out. And then we seen a suplex on the skateboard by 2.0 on Darby Allin, and man, I know that had hurt because of the axles on the wheels of that. And then we see right here, you guys, where Sting is clubbing blows to the head of one of the 2.0 members. And then you guys, this was one of my favorite matches of the night, you guys, that really started off the show pretty well. Which I thought the show would have had a bunch of matches, but they only end up having let's see, I think it was 5 matches they end up having. But 2.0 was looking like that because Sting was beating on his chest, you guys, just as he did back when 20 something years ago. But I probably was born. No, maybe I was. But I was born in 96, you guys. If you didn't know, now you know. So right here, you guys, Sting goes for the Scorpion Death Drop, then the Scorpion Death Lock onto the 2.0 members. And they end up tapping out to Sting. And watch Sting face right here, you guys, as he clutches back on it. I was like, wow. So it was actually Sting's first time wrestling on AEW Dynamite. And so it was definitely great to actually see Sting wrestle. Even though I think Sting is like 59 or 60 now. But, he's still wrestling. I'm guessing he's still in good health. And so, also, you guys, Sammy Guevara ended up proposing to his wife. Proposing to his girlfriend with an engagement ring. And it was actually a great thing to see. Sammy Guevara ends up coming out, you guys, having his match against Shawn Spears. But Shawn Spears ends up attacking Sammy Guevara. This was another one of my favorite matches of the night. The match with Darby Allin and Sting, I gave that match a 4.5. The one with Shawn Spears and Sammy Guevara, I'm gonna have to give that match, throughout this, as you're seeing the highlights right now through certain parts of the match, I'm gonna have to give this match right here I'm gonna have to give it probably like about a 4.5 as well, same as the first match, because they were really doing a lot of back and forth competition. I can tell that Shawn Spears would definitely trying to put on him and Sammy Guevara were trying to put on a great show to celebrate his engagement, and plus being in front of his home crowd, because as it's Sammy Guevara's moment to actually shine. And so as you can see, you guys, there was a super kick by Sammy Guevara onto Shawn Spears. And then there was a Death Valley driver, I think it was, onto the guardrail. And then we see a 630 by Sammy Guevara, but Sammy Guevara, you guys, he ends up thoughting that he was gonna win, but Shawn Spears ends up kicking out of that pinfall. So you guys, I know Shawn Spears, but I've actually never heard of Sammy Guevara. But he is definitely he definitely has a passion for the sport of professional wrestling. And as you can see, he goes for like a strong knee strike, and then he goes for the GTH, which I'm guessing it stands for go to hell. But it may stands for something else. Who knows? Or the Guevara to hell or something like that. Who knows? But then again, you guys, Sammy Guevara ends up picking up the victory over Shawn Spears. Great match, I have to say the least, you guys. Sammy Guevara, I'm definitely looking forward with more matches. Who will he face next? Maybe somebody of the Pinnacle group. So then you guys, we see Sammy Guevara ends up celebrating after his victory. And then we see Junior Dos Santos in the background with some guy that they have off and on AEW. Then we have the AEW World Tag Team title match where we have Jungle Boy Jack Perry versus the Elite members Nick and Mac Jackson, the Young Bucks. And throughout this match, you guys, as you can see, Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy Jack Perry were definitely trying to push Matt and Nick Jackson to their limits, but it was back and forth competition throughout the whole match. So as you can take a couple of looks at the highlights here that I captured, where you see Luchasaurus right there trying to go for the choke slam, but they were trying to go for the double super kick, but they didn't end up connecting it, you guys. And then we see right here where Luchasaurus goes for a roundhouse kick onto Nick Jackson, and then hits Matt Jackson with one, and then Luchasaurus ends up choke slamming the both of them. Luchasaurus, I know, I remember actually seeing him in the Young Bucks when the Young Bucks were in Impact Wrestling, and Luchasaurus, he was in another professional wrestling company. Remember seeing him. Never really heard of Jungle Boy Jack Perry. I'm guessing he's new to the professional wrestling business. Maybe he wrestled in Ring of Honor or something like that. But then again, you guys, through this match, you can see where Christian ends up coming out, attacking Kenny Omega, the AEW World Champion. And then Christian Cage, plants Kenny Omega with a spear. I'm definitely ready to see the match between Christian Cage and Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship at AEW All Out on September 5th. So make sure you guys definitely watch that pay-per-view as well. I know most of you guys are gonna watch it because I definitely will watch it as well. And then so just check out a couple more highlights of the match. It was a lot of back and forth, you guys, so I had to capture each and every part of it so you guys can see it. And then there was the feet trigger, double knee thing, and then that's when we see Matt Jackson goes for the cover over Jungle Boy Jack Perry. And after then, you guys, Paul White and Tony Schiavone come out, talking, and basically Paul White saying how he felt good when he walked over the rope into the AEW ring. Because we all know that Paul White is a commentator on AEW Revelation. And then so Paul White said he has a match one-on-one at All Out with QT Marshall. But for some reason, you guys, it was kind of interesting to me last night when we seen Ricky Starks ends up looking like The Rock for some reason. Then we had Penelope Ford last night, you guys, versus Thunder Rosa. So I just want you to check out highlights of this match because I wasn't really interested in this match. But so I just want you to check it, highlights out for yourself, and let me know your thoughts on this one. And of course, you guys, also we know that Thunder Rosa is a number 2 ranked now in AEW. So it looks like she's definitely going to be getting a world title shot, possibly against Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Definitely going to have to see. As you see, Thunder Rosa going for her submission, and Penelope Ford ends up tapping out. So, you guys, what is next? What is next for Penelope Ford? I wonder, after losing her match against Thunder Rosa. So, then you guys, after that match, we end up seeing some matches for next weekend for Rampage. We got the Varsity Blondes with Julia Hart versus the Lucha Brothers, Penta and Rey Fenix. Eliminator match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Then we got Red Velvet versus Jimmy Hayter, 1-on-1, because Jimmy Hayter ends up helping out Dr. Britt Baker, and so Red Velvet looking for revenge. Then we got Orange Cassidy, you guys, versus Big Money Matt Hardy in a 1-on-1 match next week. Make sure you check that match out as well. I'm ready for that one. Then, you guys, we got Malachi Black versus Brock Anderson with Arn Anderson. So this match is going to be dangerous, you guys. Hopefully Malachi Black doesn't hurt Brock Anderson, but you know, Malachi Black doesn't care. Alright, so then again, you guys, this Friday on AEW Rampage at 10 o'clock on TNT. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for me. We got Private Party versus Jurassic Express. Eliminator for the AEW World Title. Tag Team title, excuse me. Then we got Jade Cargill versus Kiera Hogan in a 1-on-1 match. So definitely ready to see what's going to happen between these two. Then you guys, the first time we are going to have Daniel Garcia versus John Moxley. Of course, 2.0 is going to be in Daniel Garcia's corner. Then we're going to have Eddie Kingston and John Moxley's corner. So it's a 3-on-2, difference. Then the main event, we had, you guys, we had Chris Jericho versus MJF. Even though Chris Jericho can use the Judas effect or have the Judah music, but the crowd ends up singing Chris Jericho's theme song. This match, you guys, with Chris Jericho and MJF went by pretty quick, because it was maybe like a slam or two throughout this match, and then like a bunch of submissions and a bunch of hold down holds and everything. But MJF ends up making Chris Jericho tap out, you guys. So I wonder if Chris Jericho is possibly taking time away from AEW, or he's not going to possibly leave AEW. He's probably going to retire. What I'm possibly seeing right here, that Chris Jericho is possibly retiring or taking time away from AEW. He done went through all these, you guys. So thank you guys for watching Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. Subscribe and click that post notification bell so you won't miss any of my videos. Thank you guys for watching.